Stories behind the hymn, I Would Be True. 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13. First, let's take a look at God's precious words. Stay alert, stand firm in the faith, show courage, be strong. Do not pray for easy lives. Pray to be stronger men. Do not pray for tasks equal to your powers. Pray for powers equal to your tasks. Then the doing of your work shall be no miracle, but you shall be a miracle. So says Phillips Brooks. We must remember that it is not in any easy or self-indulgent life that Christ will lead us to greatness. The easy life leads not upward, but downward. Heaven always is above us, and we must ever be looking up toward it. These are some people who always avoid things that are costly, that require self-denial, or self-restraint and sacrifice. But toil and hardship show us the only way to nobleness. Greatness comes not by having a mossy path made for you through the meadow, but by being sent to hew out a roadway by your own hands. Are you going to reach the mountain splendors? So says the selected. Be strong. We are not here to play, to dream, to drift. We have hard work to do and loads to lift. Shun not the struggle, face it. 'Tis God's gift. Be strong. Say not the days are evil. Who's to blame? And fold the hands and acquiesce. Oh shame. Stand up, speak out, and bravely in God's name. Be strong. It matters not how deep entrenched the wrong, how hard the battle goes, the day how long. Faint not, fight on. Tomorrow comes the song by Maltby D. Babcock. I would be true, for there are those who trust me. I would be pure, for there are those who care. I would be strong, for there is much to suffer. I would be brave, for there is much to dare. I would be brave, for there is much to dare. I would be friend of all, the foe, the friendless. I would be giving, and forget the gift. I would be humble, for I know my weakness. I would look up, and laugh and love and lift. I would look up, and laugh and love and lift. This is an inspiring poem for young people. When the author wrote it, he never imagined it would become a hymn and be passed down through generations. Howard Arnold Walter, who lived from 1883 to 1918, the author, was born in Connecticut. At the age of 22, he graduated with honors from Princeton University. The following year, he went to Japan alone and taught English at Waseda University in Tokyo for a year. One spring day in 1907, while explaining the Apostles' Creed to students, he emphasized the importance of having one's own beliefs and standards in life. After returning home, he received a letter from his mother encouraging him to follow the example of Jesus and resist temptations. Inspired, he immediately wrote this poem expressing his convictions and titled it My Creed. He sent it to his mother. His mother was deeply comforted by the poem and hoped that other young people would be inspired by it, bringing solace to parents everywhere. She submitted the poem to Harper's Magazine, where it was published in the May 1907 issue. After returning to the United States from Japan, Walter pursued 4 years of theological studies and then continued his education in Europe. In 1910, he became an assistant pastor at a congregational church. 3 years later, he was appointed literary secretary for the National Council of the YMCA of India in Ceylon, which is now Sri Lanka, and was assigned to work with Muslim youth in India. When he was preparing to return to India for the last time, doctors advised him to rest due to his heart condition, predicting he had only 5 years to live. Walter dismissed their concerns with a smile, resolutely stating, "If I only have 5 more years, I must work even harder in India." Doctors had advised against his going, but he insisted he must be true. In 1918, during an epidemic in India, he tragically succumbed to the illness at the age of 35. He died while working at the Foreman Christian College in Lahore. In 1926, his hometown Congregational Church erected a memorial stone engraved with the first two verses of his poem. After the poem was published, it became very popular among young people. In 1909, Joseph Yates Peake, who lived from 1843 to 1911, a Methodist believer, met Walter at a gathering. They had a deep conversation, and upon parting, Walter gave Peake a card with "My Creed" printed on it. Peake was deeply moved and believed that setting the poem to music would help it reach an even wider audience, though he himself could not compose music. Peake later shared the poem with his friend, the renowned composer Grant Colfax Toolard, who lived from 1869 to 1950. Peake hummed the melody he envisioned, and Toolard arranged the harmonies and wrote the musical score, creating the tune we sing today. Another tune for this poem was composed by John A. Jeffrey, who lived from 1855 to 1929, but it is not commonly used. In some hymnals, this poem has 4 verses. The first 2 are from the original My Creed. The third is from a letter Walter wrote to his cousin, Reverend Theodore A. Green. And the fourth was written by J.T. Wenham. Let's listen to this hymn, I Would Be True.